right, everyone, FAZL and their socks and their hats and all of that good stuff. We are about to talk about that. And to do that, I have with me Natalie.
Hello.
Hey, Natalie.
Hi, Brett.
How are you?
I'm great.
Natalie is a good friend of mine, and she actually, among many other talents and things that she does, she has let us use her house. But this isn't like your house, but it is your house.
It is our house.
Where are we?
We are at Broken Halos Haven. This is a grief retreat for young widows and their kids that we launched a few months ago, inspired by my own journey of widowhood when I lost my husband Wayne, your best friend.
My best friend, yep.
And it is a place where widows can come with their kids and take those first few steps that are hard as you're journeying through your grief process. And we try to take the burden off of them before they come. They create a grief getaway registry where friends and family can contribute to all the activities that they'll do. Go to a trampoline park or Top Golf or movies, and they stay here for 3 days, 2 nights for free, and just kind of take that step forward. So they can, if you want to go check out brokenhaloshaven.org, you can learn all about that. We're located just 15 minutes from DFW Airport, so it's available to really anybody in the country that can get to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport.
Yeah, and it's amazing and it's beautiful. And if you go to the website, you can see, because about a year ago, it was not amazing and it was not beautiful.
It's a 100-year-old house that should have been demolished, but we have turned it into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath modern farmhouse that we're in the bunk room right here.
That's right.
The widow can come, bring a friend and their kids, and they can all crash here, and it's just a place where they can get away and take a break from real life.
It's really cool. And so go to brokenhaloshaven.org. It's great. You'll learn all about it there. But since we were using this and you let us use it, the other thing about Natalie is she's a professional spokesperson and TV personality and all of that good stuff, and has worked. Oh, there we go. Yes. So I was like,
the bar is high now, Brett.
It is. I was like, so it would be a waste not to ask you to join me here. It would. So we're going to jump in and talk about FAZL. All right. Now, FAZL, many of you are familiar with FAZL already, based in the Himalayas area of India. But they kind of do several things all at once in how they give back. So they support orphans and they give back to orphanages. They hire local women who need fair wages. And then all of the designs are actually indigenous to the area, passed on. The names are Hindi. We'll talk a lot about that, have a little fun with that.
We've been trying to work on the pronunciation.
That's right. Well, and that's why we had to hire a professional.
Yes, me. That's me. Dang it.
That's it. Yeah. So we're going to jump in now. I've got to tell you guys, you're going to have to use your imagination a little bit tonight, because as you guys know, there's all kinds of issues with shipping. Have you run into any of that a little bit here and there? Yeah.
But we won't go into that.
Okay, we won't go there. We're going to keep it happy.
That's right.
Yes, we're going to keep it happy. But our FAZL items, as we're recording this, aren't here. They will be here by the time you're seeing this. We do have one style that we're going to go through, and then we're also going to show you on screen all the different styles that are available.
Yes.
Make sense?
Totally.
All right, let's use our imagination to go forward here. But let's talk overall a little bit, Natalie, about kind of some of the features of FAZL and things like that. First off, fair trade.
Yes.
And we talked about that earlier tonight and all that that means, but that just means people are getting fair wages.
Right.
It's vegan, which again, not to mean that this is edible, right? No, don't go there. But it's a blend of 80% acrylic, 20% nylon, which means it's 100% vegan.
Yes. And my favorite part,
yeah,
no itch. Because if you've worn wool before, especially we live in Texas, there's really 4.5 weeks where it's cold. And wool's not my favorite. I like the warmth it provides, but normally it's just itchy and not great to wear, especially if you have something like a scarf around your neck. Yeah. But this is not itchy like 100% wool, because it's a is it a synthetic? Is it acrylic and nylon? Right. Yes. Yeah. So it has the look and feel of wool, but not the scratchiness.
And it is. I mean, we've got our socks on right now. You'll see that in a little bit, but I mean, it doesn't itch. Like, I mean, definitely wool has that feel to it. This does not, so it's awesome. Yep. Lasts forever. Very durable, right? And velvety soft and warm.
Like butter.
Like butter. Forget about it. And we talked about the indigenous design. So let's talk about what I have right here is what's called the udder. The uttar.
Not udder.
Okay.
There's no milking involved.
There's no milking. It's uttar. We could cut that, but why?
No, that's so fun.
Yes,
what y'all don't know is Brett and I love to harass each other.
Yes.
So any opportunity to call him out. Speaking of, now, Brett might be follically challenged a little bit.
Maybe.
So this right here is perfect for your winter. It can replace that Kansas City Chiefs beanie that you keep wearing.
Yes. Well, I might need to do that this season.
Yeah.
What would you call this? what do you, people have different names for this. What do you call these?
A beanie.
A beanie.
Not
okay.
a toboggan.
I would call it a toboggan.
No, wrong.
That's what
and you
I
think
do.
Die Hard's a Christmas film too.
Right, yes. Canadians would call it a toque.
Really?
Have you ever heard that? Yeah,
I have not.
they would call it a toque, which I bring that up because Mike and Vanessa, who founded FAZL, are from Western Canada.
Yes.
They actually live in India now, but they are, so anyway, they bring that up too. So this would be a beanie or a toboggan or a toque or a hat or whatever you want to call it. But these are the Uttar design. I'm wearing the one, it's not necessarily male, but it doesn't have the little puff ball on top, right? You do have these as well.
I would question your choice, Brett, if you wore the little pom-pom on top.
That's right, yep. But these are great. Again, keep you very warm, but stylish. Yep. Okay, you've got,
I've got the mittens, and this is where I do my best Will Ferrell, Ricky Bobby impression.
Yep.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, what does she do?
So if you don't know what to do with your hands, just throw mittens on.
That's right.
And then you can just like be fashionable because they are buttery soft and warm.
Yes.
So,
can never go wrong there.
No, you can't.
We also have the socks, which I've got mine on. Natalie has hers on.
Yes.
And these socks, I will say, we were worried as we were putting them on. We're like, oh my gosh, are we just going to be sitting here with sweaty toes the whole time? But again, very breathable. Right? Yeah. Like very comfortable. Now these aren't socks, obviously, that like you would wear out with shoes on and stuff. This is like around the house.
This is lounging around the house. Yes, for sure.
But they're awesome. They're great and so cool. Yeah, and then we also have part of what you have there in your lap is that scarf, right?
A little infinity scarf.
Yeah, the Majabut scarf, and that means strong.
I'm going to put it on. I hope it doesn't mess with the microphone. All the sound guys are like, don't do it. Yeah.
I bet it is.
I bet it is too.
But
I'm
it looks
awesome.
Awesome.
Quieter just to mess with them even more.
No, that's outstanding.
Isn't that? It goes well with my jumpsuit, my summer jumpsuit, and a winter scarf. Nice. But you get the point.
Yeah, no, it's awesome though. So that's Majabut. That is $45. Now, if we go back to Uttar, which by the way, never said, it means north.
Oh.
Okay, so the north part of India.
Cliff Clavin over here with all the facts.
Thank you. Man, there's a good reference. So it comes with, the mittens come in adult, small, and medium. Make sure you're picking out your size there. The hats, we've got adult hats. We've got the ones with the, I call it a pom-pom.
Pom-pom,
yeah,
yes.
okay, good, good. That's what I would call it. We also have children's hats as well, and then we have adult socks. We have medium socks, small socks.
We have bear hats too.
Yes,
if you need one
if you're
for
looking
your
for a good bear hat, we've got that covered. There we go. Excellent, Barry. All right, so there we go. So that is Uttar. The hats all run $24, okay? Mittens are $19, and then the socks, depending on what size, are $18 to $24. And these, by the way, are a cool, like you said, especially here in Texas, you know, it's different everywhere, but rarely is this something you get for yourself.
Correct.
But when someone gives it to you, you're like, no, that's cool.
Right. Yeah. It really, it's not a practical gift for me to buy myself.
Right.
Because, like, you won't use it that much in Texas.
Right.
But if someone gifts this to me, absolutely, you kind of feel spoiled and special that you have something to pull out of your drawer when we do get, when Pete Delkus, that's the Channel 8, Dallas-Fort Worth newscaster that always lies to us about the weather. But when he does, give us a good forecast and we can expect snow.
That's
and
it.
we have an option.
Yeah. But of course, a lot of you are like, hey, come where I am because I live in these things in the winter. And so, which is outstanding, okay? So let's go through. What we've shown them then, Natalie, is a version of all the different types of products. But now we kind of want to go through all the different styles now that you've seen how it works. And again, this is where we'll ask you to use your imagination. We'll show you pictures on the screen as you go through. But the first one I want to talk about is the Aisha.
Aisha.
Which means?
Hope.
Hope.
Yes.
Yep, that is cool. By the way, FAZL, they kind of take values from their company, and that's what they name these things, these products after. And so Aisha is hope, and it's more of the white design. Okay, I think a lot of people are really going to love this one. Going to go really, really well with things.
Snow.
Snow. It goes well with snow.
A modern farmhouse.
Right.
White. Yes. Clean, crisp.
If you're looking for something to go with your modern farmhouse, then
you want to walk around with mittens on.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. No, it's awesome. So that's the Aisha that you're looking at, and we do have the hats. We have the mittens and the socks in this design, which is great.
I just like saying mittens. Don't you like saying mittens?
Yeah, it is fun. Mittens is fun. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Something feels, you can't help but smile after you say mittens.
True. Wasn't there a book? There was. Mittens has, there's a kit about kittens and mittens.
Good Night Moon. Yes.
Well, that's not where I was going.
No, but that's
a good one too.
Yeah.
No, there was some book my mom used to read to me about
Look it up.
The
It's
kitten.
Good Night Moon.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So Himesha is always. That's what that means in Hindi. And this is a cool, kind of has that, what do you call it? Kind of a brownish tone to it with kind of some greens and reds to it.
It's like an earth tone.
Yeah.
As you're traipsing through the woods, you can throw on your Hamesha
I like it.
mittens.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say mittens again.
Yeah. And did you smile?
I can't help it.
Can't help it. Yeah, can't help it. But that's Hamesha is always, okay? And again, we have that in the adult socks, children's socks, mittens as well. And hat, all right? And so that one is great.
Hat, that's not fun to say.
No, not like mittens is.
No.
Yeah, took.
Beanie.
That's fine. All right. Let's talk about this next one, Natalie.
Shanti.
Shanti.
Shanti. It
Shanti.
means
peace. Yeah. So that means peace in Hindi. I like this one. So it's a gray and white together.
It's like a peaceful, calm
feeling.
Yeah. Peaceful and calm.
Yes.
Gray.
It is.
It's kind of gray like winter.
Yeah.
Cloudy.
Yeah.
Take a nap.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And you are a fan of naps. Yes.
We're actually getting close to my nap time.
Every time I call, our son wants her son to come over. She's typically taking a nap.
Whatever. I'm whipping up meals and vacuuming and cleaning things.
Yes. But what I like about this one, because of the colors, I love the bold colors of the other designs, but you know, sometimes you want something that isn't quite as bold, right? And so I think this is going to be very popular for folks. It's like, I can wear this with anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
and gray is so on trend.
It is. It is.
I'm very fashion forward. I know these things.
There you go. Good. Now then, we have the other end of the spectrum, which says, hey, we want to get in your face here with a really cool design, which is the Parivar, which means
family.
Family. All right. Now these, we only have the socks, but we have both sizes in adults as well as the children's socks. And what I will tell you, especially on the children's socks, we have a limited number of each of the children's socks. And Natalie, it takes these women, these are all handmade, every last one of them. And it takes them a while to make these. And they are made in the Himalayas.
Yes. Isn't it like 3 days to make one pair of socks? I was Yes. And it's, did we talk about how much the pro donated back? What percentage?
I don't think we have. Yeah.
Is it 50% of the proceeds go back to the orphanages in India. And there's over 30 million orphans in India right now. So this is an amazing company that gives back. And if it takes a woman 3 days to make a pair of socks, let's support them in all of their hard work.
Absolutely. Well, that is what's so cool about it, because it's like, hey, it's going to go to the orphans, but it's also, here's a woman that really needs that job.
And they say they get double the amount of wages through FAZL that they would in the marketplace.
Yeah. So that's amazing. And then I was looking too with COVID and everything, they also did some things that, you know, they aren't their norm. Like they were providing meals and things like that because as you all know, India was hit especially hard a couple times over during the pandemic. And so it's certainly not over for them. So anyway, but this is a great design. I think a lot of people are going to love this style. Again, available in the socks. And then similar to that, this is our favorite one.
Bandar.
Bandar, which means?
Monkey.
Nice. You also can't say monkey without smiling.
No, you can't.
Yes, monkey and mittens are both good for that. But
monkeys wearing mittens. Now that would be a thing.
That's probably the book you were thinking about.
That's the next video.
Yes.
Bear's out of here. We need a monkey.
Sorry, Bear. All right. So this one, again, great bold colors, kind of have that deep green and then all kinds of great just local Hindi indigenous designs there, which is really, really cool. Again, available only in socks, so the 2 adult sizes and the children's socks. By the way, what I was saying a minute ago too, because it takes them a while, once especially the children's socks are gone, it will take us a while to replenish.
Yes.
So if you want them, you better get them, all right?
Well, and a little backstory about the company, because 6 months out of the year, the villages aren't accessible because it's cold there.
Right. And they're in the mountains. And
so they get all of the wool and materials to the ladies maybe in May.
And they send it to them.
And they send it to them, so then it's ready for the basic holiday shopping period.
Me too. You did prepare.
I watched that video you sent me, Brett.
That's right. Excellent. Well, good. Awesome. So this is Bandar. It is the monkey design, but I mean, obviously we call it Bandar. And then we have I like saying this one too, Santush.
Santush.
Yes, which means?
Santa Claus.
Real close. Contentment, which nothing says contentment like Santa.
Totally.
This is a cool hat too though, and this is a hat only, so we don't have the other items. We don't have socks or mittens for this one, but cool orange and white. Good stuff.
I'm retracting my statement about a pom-pom on a men's hat.
Yeah, this one works.
My oldest son is considering going to OSU, and their colors are orange and white. And I'm like,
There we
that
go.
could actually be a cool hat to wear to one of the games. So, men, you can wear pom-poms on your head. It's
Oh,
fine.
heck yeah, you can. Yeah. So look out, Joshua. Here comes Christmas. That's right. Awesome. But this is Santuche. So we have all of those different styles with FAZL. Pretty cool stuff, right? We're sitting here still in our socks, and I'm feeling very comfortable.
Cozy,
Good stuff.
but not sweaty toes.
That's right. Good. I wanted to get that in one more time before we let them go here. All right. Natalie, thank you.
Thank you, Brett.
This has been wonderful.